Welcome to Cross-Cultural Communication. Welcome to this lesson on cross-cultural communication and international student advising. After this course, you'll be able to understand why cross-cultural communication and student advising is so important. You'll also be able to understand how cross-cultural communication differs from intercultural communication. You'll be able to characterize high context and low context cultures. And finally, you'll see examples on how you can communicate effectively with non-native English speaking students. So let's get started. Why is cross-cultural communication so important? Knowledge in cross-cultural communication increases your awareness of different cultures and helps you understand how and why each culture communicates so differently. Let's pause and test your knowledge of cross-cultural communication. Which of these is an example of a cross-cultural communication? If you chose B, international students from Saudi Arabia chatting in the cafeteria, you are correct. The first situation was an example of intercultural communication. Intercultural communication is the way people from different cultures communicate with each other, whereas cross-cultural communication is people communicating across cultures. Now let's look at the differences between high context and low context cultures and how each culture communicates. High context cultures use metaphors, body language, and facial expressions to communicate. They value relationships, and often their words have more meaning behind the actual words. Regions that tend to have high context cultures are South America, Asia, and the Middle East. On the contrary, low context cultures communicate directly and explicitly. They use less pauses, and working relationships are more flexible. Words are usually interpreted directly without hidden meaning. Countries that have high context cultures include Germany, Sweden, the US, and Australia. A great way to learn your students' cultural style is to listen and watch their behaviors. You can also carefully ask what kind of communication method they prefer. Now scroll down to learn about two students from two different cultures.